A school cafeteria wants to estimate how many students will choose each lunch option next week. A group of randomly selected students were asked which lunch option they would choose. The table shows the results of the survey. There are 360 students who will buy lunch next week. All right, so here is, we have some students. Now we notice if you add up all of these students here, it does not add up to 360. So this is a sample of the population. And then based on that, we can look at the proportion that is electing for each of these options. And maybe we can apply that proportion to the population to come up with an estimate. So based on the data, what is the most reasonable estimate for the number of students who will choose tacos next week? So why don't you have a go at that? All right, so let's just look at the sample right over here. So the number that have chosen tacos, at least in this sample right over here, the proportion that chose tacos is 18 out of 24 plus 18 plus 12 plus 6. So what is this going to be? 6 plus 24 is 30. 18 plus 12 is also 30. So all of this is equal to 60. So this is equal to 18 over 60, which is equal to, let's see, if I divide the numerator and the denominator by 6, I will get 3 out of 10, or this is also equal to 30%. So we have 30% of the sample elected for tacos. So that's, based on the data we have, the best way of estimating the proportion of the entire population that will opt for tacos. Now, we don't know if it's exactly going to be that, but that's what we use samples for, to estimate what might happen with the entire population. So what's the most reasonable estimate for the number of students? Well, we would take that sample proportion, so 30%, because that is our best estimate of the true population proportion, and we'd apply it to the population. So times 360. And what is that going to be? 30% of 360, let's see, 3 times 36 is 108. So yes, I think that's how this would be 108. Did I do that right? Yes, 3 times. Yes, this will get us to, this is our best estimate for the number of students who will choose tacos next week.